Today, I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Gerard. Once upon a time, in the quiet town of Muro Lucano, Italy, a baby boy was born on April 6, 1726. His name was Gerard Majella, and he would one day become a saint and the patron saint of pregnant women. Upon his birth, he was known to be very weak and sickly, but in his early age, he showed signs of deep spirituality and holiness. While most kids in his neighborhood spent time playing and running around, Saint Gerard stayed home and prayed. While others dreamed of fame, he dreamed of holiness. The way he behaved as a child clearly reflected his deep calling from God, and his parents were very supportive of him. But when he was 12 years old, his father died from an illness. So to support his mother, he became a tailor's apprentice, a trade he learned with quiet diligence. But even as he worked, his spirituality never wavered. Every spare moment of his time, he was in prayer and sometimes gave food and clothing to the poor even when he barely had enough for himself. When he was 21 years old, Saint Gerard desired to become a priest, so he went to the Redemptorist monastery begging to join them. But they initially rejected him due to his frail health. Saint Gerard didn't give up. His determination and sanctity eventually won over the hearts of the priests, and he was accepted only as a lay brother. From that day on, Saint Gerard poured himself into service such as comforting the sick, doing manual labor which was part of his task as a lay brother. Then people in his town began to notice that there was something extraordinary about this humble brother. Later, his spirituality deepened and was gifted with visions and red hearts, and even performed miracles. One famous miracle story of Saint Gerard was the miracle of the handkerchief. During his visit to the Garofalo family, he dropped his handkerchief. When the girl returned it, he told her to keep it, saying one day she would need it. Years later, that very handkerchief saved the girl's life during a dangerous childbirth. That's why Saint Gerard became the patron saint of pregnant women. Another miracle was the story of the sick child. One family came to him with a child that was seriously ill and was almost dying. Despite attempts by the doctors, there seemed to be no help, and the child's condition was critical. Saint Gerard prayed fervently for the child and touched the child's body. Soon after, the child recovered and woke up as if nothing happened. These miracle stories were recounted in his life story and became an inspiration for his devotion. Later, Saint Gerard's health started to deteriorate. On October 16, 1755, he passed away at the age of 29 years old. After his death, devotion to his name started to grow and miracles happened through his intercession. In 1904, Pope Pius X canonized and is venerated as the patron saint of pregnant women and people with illnesses. His feast day is celebrated every 16th of October. If you like stories like this, follow, like, and subscribe.